No more do you need to haul around a case of records. No, the computer will take care of it.
MusicFX DJ is a generative artificial intelligence tool that will from scratch generate from nothing a series of sounds as it interprets your prompts. I'll demonstrate that to you now, utilizing the technology at my fingertips and utilizing the colossal power of Google's machine. Connecting to Google's machine now. Music. We'll start with a viola. How about that? Everyone loves a viola. And if you don't, I don't care. I don't care. You do now. Viola! No one wrote this! Google wrote this! Let's throw in something weird. Hip-hop beat from the 808 drum machine. It's pretty dope, actually. There's it. Hey. So we have the sort of melodic element of the viola still in there. We can pull that out. Chip tunes? What do you think about chip tunes? Let's see what happens. Pretty dope. Pulling that out. The machine is in control now. And that's what it can do. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. That is just the beginning. You're going to be hearing that a lot at this keynote. That's just the beginning. Okay? Now, you will choose the prompts, and we'll leave it up to chance. As I said, everything here, unscripted, unplanned. I didn't know this was going to happen. What's this? I didn't even know you guys were going to be here. What are you guys doing here? 6 prompts: bagpipes, Persian tar, djembe, dulcimer, flamenco guitar, Detroit techno. You know what those things are? Huh? You know what this is? You better. Shout them out. What do you want to hear? Djembe. Flamenco? Flamenco guitar? Persian bagpipe? Someone said bagpipe? No, no bagpipe. They said no. Get the bagpipe out of here. Okay. Persian tar, djembe, flamenco guitar. Djembe. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop these in here, and then I'm gonna use them as samples, and I'm gonna make something with this. So ideally I want it to be simple so that I can use it as an element in like a fuller composition. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay if you don't. I don't. Djembe. Flamenco guitar. Go ahead, baby. Give it a little more. Version bar. I've now muted Music FX DJ, and this is just right in the looper. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so it's like that. Is it? Yeah. So something like that. You know, you're using it. It's helping you. The machine is good. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Yeah. It is 9:30 in the morning. 9:30, 9:30, 9:30, 9:30, 9:30, 9:30. Too early, 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 too early. Y'all want a robe or something? I think we're gonna shoot some robes at you. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy Google I/O. As I said, entirely unscripted. Nothing planned. I'm going on tour, markrebier.com. Have a good one.
Google's ambitions in artificial intelligence.
Google launches Gemini.
AI is rolling out to workspace.
And it's completely changing the way we work.
You know, a lot has happened in a year. There have been new beginnings. We found new ways to find new ideas and new solutions to age-old problems. Sorry about your shirt. We dreamt of things. Never too old for a treehouse. We trained for things.
All right, let's go, go, go.
And learned about this thing. We found new paths. Took the next step. And made the big leap. Cannonball! We filled days like they were weeks. And more happened in months than has happened in years. Ooh, 3 eggs. Things got bigger. Like, way bigger. And it wasn't all just for him or for her. It was for everyone. And you know what? We're just getting started.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Google I/O. It's great to have all of you with us. We have a few thousand developers with us here today at Shoreline. Millions more are joining virtually around the world. Thanks to everyone for being here. For those of you who haven't seen I/O before, it's basically Google's version of the Era store, but with fewer costume changes. At Google, though, we are fully in our Gemini era. You'll hear a lot about that today. Before we get into it, I want to reflect on the moment we are in. We've been investing in AI for more than a decade and innovating at every layer of the stack: research, product, infrastructure. We're going to talk about it all today. Still, we are in the very early days of the AI platform shift. We see so much opportunity ahead for creators, for developers, for startups, for everyone. Helping to drive those opportunities is what our Gemini era is all about. So let's get started. A year ago on this stage, we first shared our plans for Gemini, a frontier model built to be natively multimodal from the very beginning that could reason across text, images, video, code, and more. It's a big step in turning any input into any output, an I/O for a new generation. Since then, we introduced the first Gemini models, our most capable yet. They demonstrated state-of-the-art performance on every multimodal benchmark, and that was just the beginning. 2 months later, we introduced Gemini 1.5 Pro, delivering a big breakthrough in long context. It can run 1 million tokens in production consistently, more than any other large-scale foundation model yet. We want everyone to benefit from what Gemini can do. So we have worked quickly to share these advances with all of you. Today, more than 1.5 million developers use Gemini models across our tools. You're using it to debug code, get new insights, and to build the next generation of AI applications. We've also been bringing Gemini's breakthrough capabilities across our products in powerful ways. We'll show examples today across search, photos, workspace, Android, and more. Today, all of our 2 billion user products use Gemini. And we've introduced new experiences too, including on mobile, where people can interact with Gemini directly through the app. Now available on Android and iOS, and through Gemini Advanced, which provides access to our most capable models. Over 1 million people have signed up to try it in just 3 months, and it continues to show strong momentum. One of the most exciting transformations with Gemini has been in Google Search. In the past year, we've answered billions of queries as part of our search generative experience. People are using it to search in entirely new ways and asking new types of questions, longer and more complex queries, even searching with photos, and getting back the best the web has to offer. We've been testing this experience outside of labs, and we are encouraged to see not only an increase in search usage, but also an increase in user satisfaction. I'm excited to announce that we'll begin launching this fully revamped experience, AI Overviews, to everyone in the US this week, and we'll bring it to more countries soon. There's so much innovation happening in search. Thanks to Gemini, we can create much more powerful search experiences, including within our products. Let me show you an example in Google Photos. We launched Google Photos almost 9 years ago. Since then, people have used it to organize their most important memories. Today, that amounts to more than 6 billion photos and videos uploaded every single day. And people love using photos to search across their life. With Gemini, you're making that a whole lot easier. Say you're at a parking station ready to pay, but you can't recall your license plate number. Before, you could search photos for keywords, and then scroll through years' worth of photos looking for the right one. Now, you can simply ask photos. It knows the cars that appear often, it triangulates which one is yours, and just tells you the license plate number. And Ask Photos can also help you search your memories in a deeper way. For example, you might be reminiscing about your daughter Lucia's early milestones. You can ask Photos, when did Lucia learn to swim? You can even follow up with something more complex. Show me how Lucia's swimming has progressed. Here, Gemini goes beyond a simple search, recognizing different contexts, from doing laps in the pool to snorkeling in the ocean, to the text and dates on her swimming certificates, and Photos packages it up all together in a summary. You can really take it all in and relive amazing memories all over again. We are rolling out Ask Photos this summer with more capabilities to come. Unlocking knowledge across formats is why we built Gemini to be multimodal from the ground up. It's one model with all the modalities built in. So not only does it understand each type of input, it finds connections between them. Multimodality radically expands the questions we can ask and the answers we will get back. Long context takes this a step further, enabling us to bring in even more information. Hundreds of pages of text, hours of audio, a full hour of video, or entire code repos. Or if you want, roughly 96 Cheesecake Factory menus. For that many menus, you need a 1 million token context window, now possible with Gemini 1.5 Pro. Developers have been using it in super interesting ways. Let's take a look.
I remember the announcement, the 1 million token context window, and my first reaction was, there's no way they were able to achieve this.
I wanted to test its technical skills. So I uploaded a line chart. It was temperatures between like Tokyo and Berlin and how they vary across the 12 months of the year.
So I got in there and I threw in the Python library that I was really struggling with. And I just asked it a simple question. and it nailed it. It could find specific references to comments in the code and specific requests that people had made and other issues that people had had, but then suggest a fix for it that related to what I was working on.
I immediately tried to kind of crash it. So I took, 4 or 5 research papers I had on my desktop. And it's a mind-blowing experience when you add so much text and then you see the kind of amount of tokens you add is not even at half the capacity.
It felt a little bit like Christmas because you saw things kind of peppered up to the top of your feed about like, oh, wow, I built this thing, or, oh, it's doing this. I would have never expected.
Can I shoot a video of my possessions and turn that into a searchable database? So I ran to my bookshelf and I shot a video just panning my camera along the bookshelf, and I fed the video into the model. It gave me the titles and authors of the books, even though the authors weren't visible on those book spines. And on the bookshelf, there was a squirrel nutcracker sat in front of the book, truncating the title. You could just see the word Site C, and it still guessed the correct book. The range of things you can do with that is almost unlimited.
And so at that point, for me, it was just like a click, like, this is it.
I thought like I had like a superpower in my hands.
It was poetry. It was beautiful. I was so happy. It just, this is going to be amazing. This is going to help people.
This is kind of where the future of language models are going. Personalized to you, not because you trained it to be personal to you, but personal to you because you can give it such a vast understanding of who you are.
We've been rolling out Gemini 1.5 Pro with long context in preview over the last few months. We made a series of quality improvements across translation, coding, and reasoning. You'll see these updates reflected in the model starting today. I'm excited to announce that we are bringing this improved version of Gemini 1.5 Pro to all developers globally. In addition, today, Gemini 1.5 Pro with 1 million context is now directly available for consumers in Gemini Advanced and can be used across 35 languages. 1 million tokens is opening up entirely new possibilities. It's exciting, but I think we can push ourselves even further. So today, we are expanding the context window to 2 million tokens. We are making it available for developers in private preview. It's amazing to look back and see just how much progress we have made in a few months. This represents the next step on our journey towards the ultimate goal of infinite context. Okay, so far we have talked about 2 technical advances, multimodality and long context. Each is powerful on its own, but together they unlock deeper capabilities and more intelligence. Let's see how this comes to life with Google Workspace. People are always searching their emails in Gmail. We are working to make it much more powerful with Gemini. Let's look at how. As a parent, you want to know everything that's going on with your child's school. Okay, maybe not everything, but you want to stay informed. Gemini can help you keep up. Now we can ask Gemini to summarize all recent emails from the school. In the background, it's identifying relevant emails, even analyzing attachments like PDFs, and you get a summary of the key points and action items. So helpful. Maybe you were traveling this week and you couldn't make the PTA meeting. The recording of the meeting is an hour long. If it's from Google Meet, you can ask Gemini to give you the highlights. There's a parents group looking for volunteers. You're free that day. Of course, Gemini can draft a reply. There are countless other examples of how this can make life easier. Gemini 1.5 Pro is available today in Workspace Labs, and Aparna will share more later on. We just looked at an example with text outputs. But with a multimodal model, we can do so much more. To show you an early demo of an audio output in Notebook LM, here's Josh.
Hey everyone. Last year at I/O, we introduced Notebook LM, a research and writing tool grounded in the information you give it. Since then, we've seen a lot of momentum with students and teachers using it. And today, Gemini 1.5 Pro is coming to Notebook LM, and it's great. Let me show you. So here we are in Notebook LM. You can load it up with all the materials here on the left. In this notebook, I've been using it with my younger son, and I've added some of his science worksheets, a few slide decks from his teacher, and even an open source textbook full of charts and diagrams. With 1.5 Pro, it instantly creates this notebook guide with a helpful summary and can generate a study guide, an FAQ, or even quizzes. But my son, Jimmy, he really learns best when he can listen to something. So we've prototyped a new feature with Gemini, and it's called Audio Overviews. Notebook LM is going to take all the materials on the left as input and output them into a lively science discussion personalized for him. Let's take a listen.
So let's dive into physics. What's on deck for today?
Well, we're starting with the basics, force and motion.
Okay.
And that, of course, means we have to talk about Sir Isaac Newton and his 3 laws of motion.
Ah, yes, the foundation for understanding how objects move and interact.
Ah, yes, this is where multimodal really shines. Now, it generated this audio discussion based on that text material. And what's amazing is that my son and I can join into the conversation and steer it whichever direction we want. When I tap join.
Hold on, we have a question. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, can you give my son Jimmy a basketball example?
Hey, Jimmy. That's a fantastic idea. Basketball is actually a great way to visualize force and motion. Let's break it down.
Okay, so first, imagine a basketball just sitting there on the court. It's not moving, right? That's because all the forces acting on it are balanced. The downward pull of gravity.
Pretty cool, right? I gotta say, the first time my son heard this, you should have seen how big his eyes got because he was gripped. They were talking to him. He was learning science through the example of basketball, his favorite sport. Now, what's interesting is under the hood, you saw that Gemini had used some of the concepts of gravity, Sir Isaac Newton, but nothing in there was about basketball. It connected the dots and created that age-appropriate example for him. And this is what's becoming possible with the power of Gemini. You can give it lots of information in any format, and it can be transformed in a way that's personalized and interactive for you. Back to you, Sundar.
Thanks, George. The demo shows real opportunity with multimodality. Soon you'll be able to mix and match inputs and outputs. This is what we mean when we say it's an I/O for a new generation. And I can see you all out there thinking about the possibilities. But what if we could go even further? That's one of the opportunities we see with AI agents. Let me take a step back and explain what I mean by that. I think about them as intelligent systems that show reasoning, planning, and memory, are able to think multiple steps ahead, work across software and systems, all to get something done on your behalf, and most importantly, under your supervision. We are still in the early days, and you'll see glimpses of our approach throughout the day. But let me show you the kinds of use cases we are working hard to solve. Let's start with shopping. It's pretty fun to shop for shoes, and a lot less fun to return them when they don't fit. Imagine if Gemini could do all the steps for you, searching your inbox for the receipt, locating the order number from your email, filling out a return form, and even scheduling a pickup. That's much easier, right? Let's take another example that's a bit more complex. Say you just moved to Chicago. You can imagine Gemini and Chrome working together to help you do a number of things to get ready: organizing, reasoning, synthesizing on your behalf. For example, you will want to explore the city and find services nearby, from dry cleaners to dog walkers. You'll have to update your new address across dozens of websites. Gemini can work across these tasks and will prompt you for more information when needed, so you're always in control. That part is really important as we prototype these experiences. We are thinking hard about how to do it in a way that's private, secure, and works for everyone. These are simple use cases, but they give you a good sense of the types of problems we want to solve by building intelligent systems that think ahead, reason, and plan all on your behalf. The power of Gemini with multimodality, long context, and agents brings us closer to our ultimate goal: making AI helpful for everyone. We see this as how we will make the most progress against our mission: organizing the world's information across every input, making it accessible via any output, and combining the world's information with the information in your world in a way that's truly useful for you. To fully realize the benefits of AI, we'll continue to break new ground. Google DeepMind is hard at work. To share more, please welcome for the first time on the I/O stage, Sir Demis.
Thanks, Sundar. It's so great to be here. Ever since I was a kid playing chess for the England junior team, I've been thinking about the nature of intelligence. I was captivated by the idea of a computer that could think like a person. It's ultimately why I became a programmer and studied neuroscience. I co-founded DeepMind in 2010 with the goal of one day building AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, a system that has human-level cognitive capabilities. I've always believed that if we could build this technology responsibly, its impact would be truly profound, and it could benefit humanity in incredible ways. Last year, we reached a milestone on that path when we formed Google DeepMind, combining AI talent from across the company into one super unit. Since then, we've built AI systems that can do an amazing range of things, from turning language and vision into action for robots, navigating complex virtual 3D environments, solving Olympiad-level math problems, and even discovering thousands of new materials. Just last week, we announced our next-generation AlphaFold model. It can predict the structure and interactions of nearly all of life's molecules, including how proteins interact with strands of DNA and RNA. This will accelerate vitally important biological and medical research, from disease understanding to drug discovery. And all of this was made possible with the best infrastructure for the AI era, including our highly optimized tensor processing units. At the center of our efforts is our Gemini model. It's built up from the ground up to be natively multimodal, because that's how we interact with and understand the world around us. We've built a variety of models for different use cases. You've seen how powerful Gemini 1.5 Pro is, but we also know from user feedback that some applications need lower latency and a lower cost to serve. So today, we're introducing Gemini 1.5 Flash. Flash is a lighter weight model compared to Pro. It's designed to be fast and cost-efficient to serve at scale, while still featuring multimodal reasoning capabilities and breakthrough long context. Flash is optimized for tasks where low latency and efficiency matter most. Starting today, you can use 1.5 Flash and 1.5 Pro with up to 1 million tokens in Google AI Studio and Vertex AI. And developers can sign up to try 2 million tokens. We're so excited to see what all of you will create with it. And you'll hear a little more about Flash later on from Josh. We're very excited by the progress we've made so far with our family of Gemini models, but we're always striving to push the state of the art even further. At any one time, we have many different models in training, and we use our very large, powerful ones to help teach and train our production-ready models. Together with user feedback, this cutting-edge research will help us to build amazing new products for billions of people. For example, in December, we shared a glimpse into the future of how people would interact with multimodal AI, and how this would end up powering a new set of transformative experiences. Today, we have some exciting new progress to share about the future of AI assistants that we're calling Project Astra. For a long time, we've wanted to build a universal AI agent that can be truly helpful in everyday life. Our work making this vision a reality goes back many years. It's why we made Gemini multimodal from the very beginning. An agent like this has to understand and respond to our complex and dynamic world just like we do. It would need to take in and remember what it sees so it can understand context and take action. And it would have to be proactive, teachable, and personal, so you can talk to it naturally without lag or delay. While we've made some great strides in developing AI systems that can understand multimodal information, getting response time down to something conversational is a difficult engineering challenge. Building on our Gemini model, we've developed agents that can process information faster by continuously encoding video frames, combining the video and speech input into a timeline of events, and caching this for efficient recall. We've also enhanced how they sound with a wider range of intonations. These agents better understand the context you're in and can respond quickly in conversation, making the pace and quality of interaction feel much more natural. Here's a video of our prototype, which we'll see has two parts. Each part was captured in a single take in real time.
Okay, let's do some tests. Tell me when you see something that makes sound.
I see a speaker, which makes sound.
What is that part of the speaker called?
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
Creative crayons color cheerfully. They certainly craft colorful creations.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AES-CBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
That's right. What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
What can I add here to make this system faster?
Adding a cache between the server and database could improve speed.
What does this remind you of?
Schrodinger's cat.
All right, give me a beta name for this duo.
Golden stripes.
Nice. Thanks, Gemini.
I think you'll agree it's amazing to see how far AI has come, especially when it comes to spatial understanding, video processing, and memory. It's easy to envisage a future where you can have an expert assistant by your side through your phone or new exciting form factors like glasses. Some of these agent capabilities will come to Google products like Gemini app later this year. For those of you on site today, you can try out a live demo version of this experience in the AI sandbox area. Next, let's take a look at how our innovations are helping people bring new creative ideas to life. Today, we're introducing a series of updates across our generative media tools with new models covering image, music, and video. Over the past year, we've been enhancing quality, improving safety, and increasing access. To help tell this story, here's Doug.
Thanks, Demis. Over the past few months, we've been working hard to build a new image generation model from the ground up, with stronger evaluations, extensive red teaming, and state-of-the-art watermarking with SynthID. Today, I'm so excited to introduce Imagine 3. It's our most capable image generation model yet. Imagine 3 is more photorealistic. You can literally count the whiskers on its snout, with richer details, like this incredible sunlight in the shot, and fewer visual artifacts or distorted images. It understands prompts written the way people write. The more creative and detailed you are, the better. And Imagine 3 remembers to incorporate small details, like the wildflowers or small blue bird, in this longer prompt. Plus, this is our best model yet for rendering text, which has been a challenge for image generation models. In side-by-side comparisons, independent evaluators preferred Imagine 3 over other popular image generation models. In sum, Imagine 3 is our highest quality image generation model so far. You can sign up today to try Imagine 3 in ImageFX, part of our suite of AI tools at labs.google. And it'll be coming soon to developers and enterprise customers in Vertex AI. Another area full of creative possibility is generative music. I've been working in this space for over 20 years, and this is by far the most exciting year of my career. We're exploring ways of working with artists to expand their creativity with AI. Together with YouTube, we've been building Music AI Sandbox, a suite of professional music AI tools that can create new instrumental sections from scratch, transfer styles between tracks, and more. To help us design and test them, we've been working closely with incredible musicians, songwriters, and producers. Some of them made even entirely new songs in ways that would have not been possible without these tools. Let's hear from some of the artists we've been working with.
I'm gonna put this right back into the Music AI tool, the same boom, 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 boom. What happens if Haiti meets Brazil? Dude, I have no clue what's about to be spread out. This is what excites me. As a hip-hop producer, we dug in the crates. We playing these vinyls, and the part we pull it, we sample it, and we create an entire song around that. Right now, we digging in the infinite crate. It's endless.
Where I found the AI really useful for me, this way to like fill in the sparser sort of elements of my loops. Okay, let's try bongos. We're gonna put viola. We're gonna put rhythmic clapping. And we're gonna see what happens there. Woo! And it makes it sound, ironically, at the end of the day, a little more human. So then this is entirely Google's loops right here. These are gloops. It's like having like this weird friend that's just like, try this, try that. And then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's pretty dope. Yeah, grouping up, I said a grouping, grouping, grouping up, I said go up.
The tools are capable of speeding up the process of what's in my head, getting it out. You're able to move light speed with your creativity. This is amazing. That right there?
I think this really shows what's possible when we work with the artist community on the future of music. You can find some brand new songs from these acclaimed artists and songwriters on their YouTube channels now. There's one more area I'm really excited to share with you. our teams have made some incredible progress in generative video. Today, I'm excited to announce our newest, most capable generative video model called VEO. High-quality 1080p videos from text, image, and video prompts. In different visual and cinematic styles. You can prompt for things like aerial shots of a landscape or time-lapse, and further edit your videos using additional prompts. You can use VEO in our new experimental tool called VEO-FX. We're exploring features like storyboarding and generating longer scenes. VEO gives you unprecedented creative control. Techniques for generating static images have come a long way, but generating video is a different challenge altogether. Not only is it important to understand consistency over time, just like the car in this video. VEO builds upon years of our pioneering generative video model work, including GQN, Phenaki, Walt, Video Poet, Lumiere, and much more. We combine the best of these architectures and techniques to improve consistency, quality, and output resolution. To see what VEO can do, we put it in the hands of an amazing filmmaker. Let's take a look.
Well, I've been interested in AI for a couple of years now. We got in contact with some of the people at Google, and they had been working on something of their own.
Technology is Google DeepMind's generative video. Convert input text into output video.
It looks good.
We are able to bring ideas and visualize things on a timescale that's 10 or 100 times faster than before.
When you're shooting, you can reiterate as much as you wish. And so we've been hearing that feedback that it allows for like more optionality, more improvisation.
But that's what's cool about it. It's like you can make a mistake faster. That's all you really want at the end of the day. At least in art, it's just to make mistakes fast.
So using Gemini's multimodal capabilities to optimize the process, VEO is able to better capture the nuance from prompts. So this includes cinematic techniques and visual effects, giving you total creative control.
Everybody's going to become a director, and everybody should be a director. Because at the heart of all of this is just storytelling. The closer we are to being able to tell each other our stories, the more we'll understand each other.
These models are really enabling us to be more creative and to share that creativity with each other.
Over the coming weeks, some of these features will be available to select creators through Video Effects at labs.google, and the wait list is open now. Of course, these advances in generative video go beyond the beautiful visuals you've seen today. By teaching future AI models how to solve problems creatively, or in effect, simulate the physics of our world, we can build more useful systems that can help people communicate in new ways, and thereby advance the frontiers of AI. When we first began this journey to build AI more than 15 years ago, we knew that one day it would change everything. Now that time is here, and we continue to be amazed by the progress we see and inspired by the advances still to come on the path to AGI. Thanks, and back to you, Sundar.
Thanks, Thomas. A huge amount of innovation is happening at Google DeepMind. It's amazing how much progress we've made. Training state-of-the-art models requires a lot of computing power. Industry demand for ML compute is a factor of 1 million in the last 6 years. And every year it increases tenfold. Google was built for this. For 25 years, we have invested in world-class technical infrastructure. From the cutting-edge hardware that powers search, or custom tensor processing units that power our AI advances. Gemini was trained and served entirely on our 4th and 5th generation TPUs. And other leading AI companies like Anthropic have trained their models on TPUs as well. Today, we are excited to announce the 6th generation of TPUs called Trillium. Trillium delivers a 4.7x improvement in compute performance per chip over the previous generation. It's our most efficient and performant TPU today. We'll make Trillium available to our cloud customers in late 2024. Alongside our TPUs, we are proud to offer CPUs and GPUs to support any workload. It includes the new Axion processors we announced last month, our first custom ARM-based CPU with industry-leading performance and energy efficiency. We are also proud to be one of the first cloud providers to offer NVIDIA's cutting-edge Blackwell GPUs available in early 2025. We are fortunate to have a long-standing partnership with NVIDIA, excited to bring Blackwell's capabilities to our customers. Chips are a foundational part of our integrated end-to-end system. From performance-optimized hardware and open software to flexible consumption models, this all comes together in our AI hypercomputer, a groundbreaking supercomputer architecture. Businesses and developers are using it to tackle more complex challenges with more than twice the efficiency relative to just buying the raw hardware and chips. Our AI hypercomputer advancements are made possible in part because of our approach to liquid cooling in our data centers. We've been doing this for nearly a decade, long before it became state-of-the-art for the industry. And today, our total deployed fleet capacity for liquid cooling systems is nearly 1 gigawatt and growing. That's close to 70 times the capacity of any other fleet. Underlying this is the sheer scale of our network, which connects our infrastructure globally. Our network spans more than 2 million miles of terrestrial and subsea fiber, over 10 times the reach of the next leading cloud provider. Keep making the investments necessary to advance AI innovation and deliver state-of-the-art capabilities. And one of our greatest areas of investment and innovation is in our founding product, Search. 25 years ago, we created Search to help people make sense of the waves of information moving online. With each platform shift, we have delivered breakthroughs to help answer your questions better. On mobile, we unlocked new types of questions and answers using better context, location awareness, and real-time information. With advances in natural language understanding and computer vision, we enable new ways to search with your voice, or a hum to find your new favorite song, or an image of that flower you saw on your walk. Now you can even circle to search those cool new shoes you might want to buy. Go for it. You can always return them later. Of course, search in the Gemini era will take this to a whole new level. Combined with your strengths, the latest AI capabilities, our high bar for information quality, our decades of experience connecting you to the richness of the web, the result is a product that does the work for you. Google Search is generative AI at the scale of human curiosity, and it's our most exciting chapter of Search yet. To tell you more, here's Liz.
Thanks, Sundar. With each of these platform shifts, we haven't just adapted. We've expanded what's possible with Google Search. And now, with generative AI, Search will do more for you than you ever imagined. So whatever's on your mind, and whatever you need to get done, just ask. And Google will do the Googling for you. All the advancements you see today are made possible by a new Gemini model, customized for Google Search. What really sets this apart is our 3 unique strengths. First, our real-time information with over 1 trillion facts about people, places, and things. Second, our unparalleled ranking and quality systems, trusted for decades to get you the very best of the web. And third, the power of Gemini, which unlocks new agentive capabilities right in Search. By bringing these three things all together, we're able to dramatically expand what's possible with Google Search. Yet again, this is search in the Gemini era. So let's dig in. You've heard today about AI overviews and how helpful people are finding them. With AI overviews, Google does the work for you. Instead of piecing together all the information yourself, you can ask your question. And as you see here, you can get an answer instantly, complete with a range of perspectives and links to dive deeper. As Sundar shared, AI overviews will begin rolling out to everyone in the US, starting today, with more countries soon. And by the end of the year, AI overviews will come to over 1 billion people in Google Search. But this is just the first step. We're making AI overviews even more helpful for your most complex questions, the type that are really more like 10 questions in one. You can ask your entire question with all its sub-questions and get an AI overview in seconds. To make this possible, we're introducing multi-step reasoning in Google Search, so Google can do the researching for you. For example, let's say you've been trying to get into yoga and Pilates. Finding the right studio can take a lot of research. There's so many factors you need to consider. Soon you'll be able to ask Search to find the best yoga or Pilates studios in Boston and show you details on their intra-offers and the walking time from Beacon Hill. As you can see here, Google gets to work for you, finding the most relevant information and bringing it together into your AI overview. You get some studios with great ratings and their introductory offers. And you can see the distance for each. Like this one, it's just a 10-minute walk away. Right below, you see where they're located, laid out visually. And you've got all this from just a single search. Agent, using problems it needs to solve, and in what order. And thanks to our real-time info and the highest quality information out there. So since you're asking about places, it taps into Google's information about the real world, with over 250 million places, and updated in real time, including their ratings, news, business hours, and more. Research that might have taken you minutes or even hours, Google can now do on your behalf, just seconds. Next, let me show you another way multi-step reasoning in Google Search can make your life that much easier. Take planning example. Dreaming up trips and meal plans can be fun, but doing the work of actually figuring it all out, no thank you. With AI and Search, Google does the planning with you. Planning is really hard for AI to get right. It's the type of problem that takes advanced reasoning and logic. After all, if you're meal planning, you probably don't want mac and cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, but say you're looking for a bit more variety. Now you can ask Search to create a 3-day meal plan for a group that's easy to prepare. And here you get a plan with a wide range of recipes from across the web. This one for overnight oats looks particularly interesting. And you can easily prepare them. If you want to get more veggies in, you can simply ask Search to swap in a vegetarian dish. And just like that, Search customizes your meal plan. And you can export your meal plan or get the ingredients as a list just by tapping here. Looking ahead, shopping cart. Then we're really cooking. These planning capabilities mean Search will be able to help plan everything from meals and trips to parties, dates, workout routines, and more. So you can get all the fun of planning without any of the hassle. You've seen how Google Search can help with increasingly complex questions and planning. But what about all those times when you don't know exactly what to ask and you need some help brainstorming? When you come to search for ideas, you'll get more than an AI-generated answer. You'll get an entire AI-organized page, custom built for you and your question. Say you're heading to Dallas to celebrate your anniversary, and you're looking for the perfect restaurant. What you get here breaks AI out of the box. It brings it to the whole page. Our Gemini model uncovers interesting angles for you to explore and organizes these results into these helpful clusters. Like you might never have considered restaurants with live music or ones with historic charm. Our model even uses contextual factors like the time of the year. So since it's warm in Dallas, you can get rooftop patios as an idea. And it pulls everything together into a dynamic whole-page experience. You'll start to see this new AI-organized search results page when you look for inspiration, starting with dining and recipes and coming to movies, music, books, hotels, shopping, and more. Today, you've seen how you can bring any question to search, and Google takes the work out of searching. But your questions aren't limited to words in a text box, and sometimes even that picture can't tell the whole story. Earlier, Demis showed you our latest advancements in video understanding, and I'm really excited to share that soon you'll be able to ask questions with video right in Google Search. Let me introduce Rose to show you this in a live demo.
Thank you, Liz. I have always run a record player, and I got this one and some vinyls at a yard sale recently. But when I go to play it, this thing keeps sliding off. I have no idea how to fix it or where to even start. Before, I would have pieced together a bunch of searches to try to figure this out. Like, what make is this record player? What's the model? But now, I can just ask of a video. So let's try it. Let's do a live demo. I'm going to take a video and ask Google, will this not stay in place? And in a near instant, Google gives me an AI overview. I guess some reasons this might be happening and can take to troubleshoot. So looks like first, this is called a toner, very helpful. And it looks like it may be unbalanced, and there's some really helpful steps here. And I thought, because I'm new to all this, I can check out this helpful link from Audio Technica to learn even more. So that was pretty quick. Yay! Let me walk you through what just happened. Thanks to a combination of our state-of-the-art speech models, our deep visual understanding, and our custom Gemini model, Search was able to understand the question I held, break down the video frame by frame. Each frame was fed into Gemini's long context window you heard about earlier today. So Search could then pinpoint the exact make and model of my record player and make sense of the motion across frames to identify the drifting. Search fanned out and combed the web to find relevant insights from articles, forums, videos, and more. And it stitched all of this together into my AI overview. The result was music to my ears. Back to you, Liz.
Everything you saw today is just a glimpse of how we're reimagining Google Search in the Gemini era. We're taking the very best of what makes Google, Google. All the reasons why billions of people turn to Google Search and have relied on us for decades. And we're bringing in the power of Gemini's agentive capabilities. So Google will do the searching, the researching, the planning, the brainstorming, and so much more. All you need to do is just ask. You'll start to see these features rolling out in Search in the coming weeks. Opt into Search Labs to be among the first to try them out. Now let's take a look at how this all comes together in Google Search this year.
I got that swagger, I got the feel, I got that new thing. I got that extra, got the real deal, and I just do my thing, do my thing, do my thing. La, 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 la. I got that hustle, that straight up swing. I got that no thing, do my thing, do my thing.
Why is the lever not moving all the way?
I got the new stuff. I got the new stuff. No. I got the new jam. I got the new jam. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got the new stuff. I got the new stuff. No. I got the new stuff. I got the new stuff. I got the new stuff.
Since last May, we've been hard at work making Gemini for Workspace even more helpful for businesses and consumers across the world. Tens of thousands of customers have been using Help Me Write, Help Me Visualize, and now we're really excited that the new Gemini-powered side panel will be generally available next month. One of our customers is a local favorite right here in California, Sports Basement. They rolled out Gemini for Workspace to the organization, and this has helped improve the productivity of their customer support team by more than 30%. Customers love how Gemini grows participation in meetings with automatic language detection and real-time captions now expanding to 68 languages. We are really excited about what Gemini 1.5 Pro unlocks for customers. Let me start by showing you 3 new capabilities